24 people shot and 3 killed over just a weekend?
Chicago is no joke.
What it do, what it do, what it do? Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, what it do, what it do, Half and J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby. It's your boy Half.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
with another reaction video.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back, welcome back.
We about to get into some more reactions, man. Hope you guys enjoying your morning, evening, or night, whatever it is, by the time you guys get this video. So you guys see the thumbnail, you guys see the title. Let's go ahead and let them know who you're reacting to.
Okay, so shout out to Fox News.
Shout out to Fox.
The video is titled, No Common Sense.
None whatsoever.
Chicago resident blasts mayor over Trump comments.
Chicago resident blasting the mayor over Trump's comment. Let's get into it, man. But before we do, everybody that's out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
And then comment down below, baby. Come and join the squad, man.
Half and J.
You dig?
Yes.
Plus, you already kicking off. What? Good vibes, baby. Good vibes. Boom.
All right, let's bring in Patton Ca, Chicagoan and director of the Community Roundtable. Good to have you back on the program, and welcome back to you. So, what's your reaction to that?
Well, first of all, we have to keep in mind that Mayor Brandon Johnson is on the campaign tour, and he is campaigning now to be reelected as mayor. And the fact of the matter is, Mayor Johnson has 99 problems, and President Trump is not one of them. There's the $988 million budget deficit that the city is going to be facing. RTA has a $770 million budget deficit. Chicago Public Schools, $550 deficit. Chicago Transit Authority.
She said $550. Well, you know she off about a few million. I'm just guessing. 550. That shouldn't be a problem to pay her that.
That's
though.
pocket change.
Yeah, she can pay that herself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, damn. Her wig can pay for that. You get a wig for $500?
You know what?
Oh, okay. I think it was.
The schools, $550 deficit. Chicago Transit Authority, over $500 million deficit. So no, the mayor of Chicago does not have time to be worried about what is happening with President Trump. He has his own issues. And I think that we need to remind him that we have been unhappy with him. You know, we're talking about a man with a single-digit approval rating. What else is he going to talk about on a campaign trail? He certainly can't talk about himself.
Well, we certainly hear the frustration in your voice, Kat, and we have for quite some time. To your point, it's weekend after weekend we see headlines like this. This is Fox 32 Chicago. Chicago crime, 24 shot, 3 killed over Memorial Day weekend, according to police. Yet
24 people shot and 3 killed over just a weekend?
Chicago is no joke.
That is crazy how they get down out there in Chicago. Like, what is going on? If you're from Chicago, South Side Chicago, North, East, South, or West, what is going on out there in Chicago, you guys, to where it be
like massive.
Yeah, like shootings and like, what is going on out there? Like, is it that much poverty out there? I mean, no jobs? Like, I mean, what's really going on? I would like to know. Tell me and Jay about if you live out there in Chicago. Let us know. That's crazy. 24 people shot over a weekend?
it's weekend after weekend we see headlines like this. This is Fox 32 Chicago. Chicago crime, 24 shot, 3 killed over Memorial Day weekend, according to police. Yet Mayor Johnson continues to claim that he's making the city better and he's working to make it safer and that violence is actually going down. Listen.
The key investments that we are making continue to
push forth our effort to build the safest, most affordable big city in America. Our investments are clearly having some strong returns as violence continues to go down in the city of Chicago.
It's tough to find evidence of those strong returns because crime is still up.
So when he says going down, is he saying that it went from 26 shots to 24 shots?
Maybe, possibly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I mean,
Of Chicago.
It's tough to find evidence of those strong returns because crime is still up. It's running rampant. And people are still fleeing the city because of it.
It is still up. And let me tell you something, and I think I talked about this. You know, Mayor Johnson and Illinois officials love to talk about how crime is down. Yes, crime is down a small amount of what it was last year, but not down so much that you could be somewhere bragging about how crime is not happening here in the city. I told you guys a couple of months ago, my husband was literally carjacked in front of our house.
Oh,
and
wow.
okay, wait a minute. Now it says 24 killed, 3 dead. First it said 24 shot.
Right, and 3.
So I wonder which one is
3
correct and
killed.
which one is misleading.
A couple of months ago, my husband was literally carjacked in front of our house, and I live 3 blocks from the mayor.
Wow.
So don't tell me about how crime is down and that the citizens of Chicago are happy with this administration and we're happy with what we're seeing, because we're not. You're the same mayor that we was unhappy with in 2023 when I first started on this platform. Nothing has changed about that.
So frustrating. And I mean, we see all those big, companies that said they just had to leave because it was tough to attract and retain top talent and have them bring their families into the city because of the crime that was happening. I want to finish up with this. I mean, it's unbelievable, some of the words he chooses. This is Mayor Johnson comparing acts of the Trump administration to those of Nazi Germany. He said this just yesterday.
We're also watching in plain sight the President of the United States of America carry out the playbook that was done against an entire people group, and he's doing it right here in this country against working people, erasing black folks from museums and the history and the culture.
I'll get a final thought from you on that, Kata.
Well, my final thoughts on that is that I do think that there is some moves being made.
First of all, why are you worried about what Trump is doing? Well, you got 24 people either shot or killed over a weekend.
Right.
I think you should be more concentrating on what's going on in your actual city and getting that figured out before you start worrying about what the president is doing.
And she said she lived 3
3
blocks.
houses down, or 3 blocks down, 3 houses down from the mayor.
Her husband was carjacked.
Carjacked, though. So, I mean, she's in a predominant, nice little neighborhood.
Right, because I'm pretty sure the mayor lives in a nice
Absolutely.
neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Well, decent.
Right. And for you to get carjacked, and you worried about what Trump is doing?
Right.
Whoa, your
Compared
priority.
him to a Nazi.
Yeah, like your priorities is messed up, brother. I know mine ain't all the way together, but yours show ain't either. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
On that is that I do think that there is some moves being made to eliminate how blacks are displayed in history. I have issues with that, and we'll deal with that. But the fact of the matter is as black people, it is our responsibility to cultivate our history, nobody else's. So we have to do that ourselves. So we're not going to put that on the president or on the country. But what we are going to say to the American people and to Chicagoans, don't fall for the okie doke. Don't get caught up in that, oh, well, let's talk about what's happening today stuff. Let's not forget about how Mayor Johnson and this city and these elected officials have really disinvested in the people here. Let's talk about the fact that this city spent almost $1 million to house and support newcomers. Let's talk about the fact that 52,000 people arrived in this city at a time when we couldn't care for the people who were already here. Let's talk about the fact that our mayor could have at any point said, enough, we have too many, instead of saying we could continue to take people. That was not using common sense. This mayor does not use common sense very often.
We hear the urgency and the frustration in your voice. Hope your husband's okay, by the way. That's a lot. And I know that you've been joining us all throughout this, when some of those abandoned school buildings while report cards are awful in the city and the state of Illinois, those abandoned school buildings that were filled with migrants and being the parks being taken over that kids couldn't go play soccer in anymore. It's been a lot for so many in Chicago to deal with, and we appreciate you coming on your big
Can
voice.
I just leave you with this one point?
Sure.
We have 20 schools here in Chicago where not one child, high schools, where not one child can read or perform math at grade level. And so for our little teacher who is now the mayor, deal with that.
Wow.
Wow.
We will have you back, Cata. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming on.
Hey, it's
That's crazy. So that's what I mean. Like you worry about the wrong things, bro.
Right.
You know, you worry about the wrong things, man. You know.
Wow.
And who am I to say anything? Like I said, my priorities ain't all the way together. I'm not a mayor. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not the governor.
Right.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm just me, half. You feel me? But to be a mayor
Yeah.
of a city and not using no common sense and not having your priorities together, that's bad for business, bro.
Yeah.
Just my
Not holding
perspective.
himself accountable.
Right? And want to point the blame towards the president.
Right.
And that's your city. You the mayor. You got voted in for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Probably because you lied and said what you going to do and had not done that.
Right.
You know, so. Chicago, man. Y'all got to get it together, brother. Y'all out there killing each other. I mean, like I said, I don't know what's going on out there, but y'all got to get it together, man. You know, we got to come together as American people. We ain't going to say black, white. As American people, we got to come together and figure something out, you know, because it's getting out of hand. Our kids can't go out and play like we was able to do so back in our childhood days. You know, me and somebody were just talking about the other day how it was to a point to where you can kind of almost leave your door unlocked back in the day.
You
know what I'm saying?
we
like,
used to
yeah, sleep with your
the
screen door open. Like,
the door
you know what I mean?
open.
Things like that. Nowadays,
Totally different.
you can't even keep a window open and you can stay 5 stories up. You feel me? And somebody gonna get up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, you know, you can't even leave that open nowadays. You can't even leave your garage door open. It ain't nothing inside there. You feel me? They gonna find something to take, some wood, some copper,
what?
something. Like,
Oh.
for real. Like, it's crazy,
Yeah.
man. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But anyway, what you gotta add? You ain't gotta add
He's
this
just not. He's simply not doing his job.
at all.
Holding himself accountable.
At all.
And it's sad to hear they have 20 schools in
High schools.
high schools and not one.
Not at grade level, they said. Not a reading or
Now,
math grade
right.
level.
That's really sad.
That's very, very sad.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very sad. So it goes to show that they don't have nothing to fall back on besides the streets. You know what I'm saying? Even if they in the streets doing their thing, they getting got in the streets because they don't know how to count their money. They giving away too much product.
The teachers are just passing students along for whatever reason, and that's happening in our nearby cities, which is very, very sad and
It's very
unfortunate.
sad, man. But on a good note, Jay's nephew graduated the other day.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? He graduated first grade. So kindergarten, excuse me. He's going into the first grade. So round of applause to that. My son is graduating on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? He's 11 years old, so he's going into the 6th grade now. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to the both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's on the good note, y'all. So, but anyway.
It's a good note overall.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Life. I've been very busy, y'all. I feel like I'm a taxi driver. I'm doing a lot of driving, and I am tired. So if my energy level is low in the videos, I'm from the time I wake up until the time I'm able to do a video, I'm constantly on the go. So
if she was a drug addict, she would be on speed. I'm telling
constantly on the go, y'all. Like,
you. Yeah.
I have to leave now to go pick up Tyler. Yeah, he
From
lost.
work?
Yeah,
What happened?
he lost his car keys.
What?
Yeah, so like I'm everywhere, y'all. So, and when I'm in the gym, I try to walk the treadmill for an hour, and by the time I'm finished with that, I'm exhausted. So if you see me in the videos and my energy level is not there, I'm tired.
Or if you guys don't see us recording a lot like we used to, is because, like she just said,
I'm always gone.
She's always gone. She's always doing things. And I know you guys don't want to see my ugly face on here by myself.
what?
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all would definitely cut the video off for sure. Like, oh my God, where's Jay at? Jay's not here.
You know what?
Boop, turn it off.
Cut it out.
You know what I'm
Cut it
saying?
out. Cut
But
it
it's
out.
all good though. I still love y'all anyway. You know what I mean? So, let's give me the shout outs.
Okay, so first shout out goes to Tim Halloran. What's up, Tim Halloran?
Tim Halloran, what's going on, man? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed the reaction. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Second shout out goes to Jess Candy. What's up, Jess Candy?
Just Candy. Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed the reaction. Let us know what you thought about it. Comment down below.
Yes.
We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much.
Always.
Always.
Make sure you guys keep God first.
Yes.
And we'll catch you guys in the next reaction video.
Yes. Peace.